Hi, my name's Carl from the Suffolk Latch Company, and this is a short video to give you an answer to the question you're asking: what's the difference between a 5-lever and a 3-lever mortise sash lock? Well, for starters, let's get in nice and close onto this and we'll talk about the common factors, then we'll go back and look at the differences. So we'll start with the common factors here. These two cutouts here and here are essentially what we call bolt-through connections. So if you've got something like a lever on rose handle, often they'll have ordinary wood screws, but the issue is if this goes into a wooden body, you haven't got much material between the two handles and often the screws can cut into it. So we actually have these bolt through. So with the lever on rose handles, you'll have a bolt which goes all the way through and pulls both together. When you're looking at having a long sort of lever on plate handle, you have a long plate. Often screw holes fall either side of the main body. So basically it's bolt through for lever on rose, or you can go either side for the lever on plate. Next thing here is the distance between the mortise bar opening and the centre of the keyhole is 57mm, which is standard. And the other factor is, we provide a few sizes, is a factor called the back set. And that's the difference between the middle of the mortise bar opening here to the edge here. And this really depends on how thick the stile is on your door. So moving over to here, we've got our 5-lever lock here. This is the important bit. We've got this BS 3621. That means it's compliant, it's insurance compliant. So you can use this on front and rear doors and it will be insurance compliant. Over here, we've got this, again, CE mark for quality, but these can really only be used in internal doors for privacy. Going a bit further, with this particular lock here, if you remove this plate which is loose, this catch here will reverse for left and right-handed opening doors. And likewise here, a similar operation, remove the plate here, but you then physically pull this out and turn it. And to lock it again, we've got separate plates, cover plates. Now we'll look a little bit further and actually see how can you actually identify these locks from the front. The main difference between the 3-lever and the 5-lever, firstly you've got extra 2 levers. This one here, it's a lot harder to pick. More importantly, a lot of the products internally are hardened steel. So for example, this plate here is a hardened steel plate which has got anti-drill functionality to it. The deadbolt and the catch, again, are made out of hardened steel, a lot harder to break through, whereas over here you've got much sort of softer component parts. Where they're going to be used? Well, you will never find these ever used on UPVC doors. That's a whole complete different system. These are going to be used primarily on wooden doors. They're going to be cut into the material of the door. So the whole thing will be cut in, what we call mortised out, and then these plates will be used in their place. And generally they have 2 keys, and you can key them from both sides. With the 3-lever, tend to be less keys available for the fact that it's low security. With the 3-lever locks, the 5-lever locks, you have the ability to have what you call key-alike, so you can get locks where you have all the keys are the same throughout the entire property for reasons of access and for security. You might want to actually have a single system of keying, or you can have keys to differ. In our case, all our keys are different. So the question is, how do you identify a lock from the side of the door? Well, the first thing is you've got this 5-lever which has been stamped into the actual faceplate itself. Again, you can get 5-lever locks which are not compliant, so be quite careful there. Next one down, we supply here is a brand called Tough. Coming down here a bit further, you've got the British Standard kite mark, which we're all familiar with, and right at the bottom here you've got the BS 3621. Which is actually the compliance certification. This lock is good enough for insurance companies for front and rear doors. Moving over to the standard internal 3-lever lock. Again, we've got Tough here. A second thing here, which is obviously more prevalent nowadays, we've got this certifier certification for fire rating. But again, it's CE 1121. It's about the quality of the product. It's passed certain tests, but it will not pass a test for security. I hope you found this video useful and it's helped you with the answer for your questions, and look out for more videos. Thank you.